Well, hey there, it's Catherine from CatherinePooler.com. If you've been following me for a while, you know every year I make cards with pink snowflakes. Well, this year I decided to try something different and go for purple and gold snowflakes. A little bit of ink blending and some gorgeous Nuvo Glacier Paste, and we've got a stunning card that's really easy to make. First thing we're going to do is some ink blending. So I have my Waffle Flower Media Mat. Keeps my surface clean and it's super easy to clean up. I'm going to start out with ink blending Sweet 16 in the center of my cardstock layer, and then I'm going to get lighter or darker as we go out from the middle. So next up we're doing Flirty Fuchsia. I ended up doing a little bit of Flirty Fuchsia in the center, but still kept it pretty light. If you are looking for a smooth, even ink blend, try a really light hand and also try dabbing off your ink blending brush onto scratch paper or the edge of your mat like I'm showing you here. Taking that extra step to dab off your ink blending brush first helps avoid getting splotches where your blending brush hits the paper. Also, try ink blending off of the paper first and then moving your brush onto the paper. That also helps give a smooth blend. My favorite kind of ink blending is the kind where I don't need to worry about getting a smooth blend. I love adding things on top of my ink blended layers, such as what we're going to do in this video and on this card, because then it helps hide any splotches or streaks or anywhere that you didn't get a smooth blend. The Sweet 16 and Flirty Fuchsia ink colors are a little red-violet leaning. Grape Crush is the darker color that I'm using here, and it's a full-on purple. I think the Grape Crush with the Flirty Fuchsia and Sweet 16 is a gorgeous color blend. Looks amazing. So once I'm happy with my ink blend, it is time for some stenciling. I have added Pixie Spray to my Snowfall Stencil, and that will help tack it down. The Pixie Spray is a low tack adhesive spray. It will keep the stencil from slipping around, and it will help avoid the medium seeping under the stencil. Just for good measure, I'm going to add a little bit of purple tape to secure it on the back as well, and then I'm going to use this Golden Era Glacier Paste. You guys, this stuff is gorgeous. It has an amazing shimmer to it. It's a really nice gold, and it just, the application is like a butter. It's beautiful, gorgeous. So just spread it over your stencil, making sure to press down into all the little openings to get your entire design filled in. Any excess you can scoop up and just scrape right back into the jar. The most magical part is when you peel that stencil back and reveal the design. This was a gasp moment for me, you guys. I don't usually do gold with purple. Usually I would lean toward a silver with purple. This looks absolutely stunning. I love it. And I'm excited to try some other color combinations. So tell me what kind of color combinations you are excited to try. What kind of ink blending, and then what kind of color glacier paste do you want to try? Because we have several different colors in the shop. I'll link below in the YouTube description and also on my blog post. I'll link to all of the products I used here, and you can also head over to the shop and just see what other stencils and what other glacier pastes we have. So before this completely dried, I decided to add my dye. So this dye, this Merry Christmas dye, is very delicate, lots of thin area there, and if you let the medium dry, it's going to have a little bit harder time sticking to your card. So I let it dry somewhat, and then I added the Merry Christmas. I used my Barely Arts glue, and then I just used the tip of my scissors to press the dye down into the stenciled design. So since it's a little bit wet, I just pressed it in, and then when it dries, that Merry Christmas is really going to be sure to stay on the card. So to finish off the card, I did end up cutting this layer down just a bit. There are a couple spots on the stencil design that I messed up. One, I kind of hit it with something, and then another spot I kind of missed, but we're not going to worry about that, right? So I cut it down a little bit, and then I didn't want it on a stark white card base, so I decided to take my Grape Crush ink pad, use the direct to paper technique. Our ink pads are on a foam pad, so anything that foam touches, the ink releases right out of it really easily. So you can see how just a couple little swipes on your cardstock gives you colored paper. It's really easy to do, and then you have matching cardstock for any project at any time. So then I'll just add that card layer to my card base, and I'm all done with this project. I love this card, you guys, and I think I may now be a sucker for gold snowflakes on a purple background. What do you think? Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you joining me for my YouTube videos. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you again soon.